between the stars. Ancient
La-da-dee, welcome to the stream. La-da-dee, waiting for the stream to start. Come on, stream, let's get started. Chapter Master Jones, how's it going, bro? Splunk Jammer, nice to see you, my friend. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Anyone checking out the replay, nice to see you. We're going through a crazy build today, my favourite build thus far. We're rocking with, and do excuse the money counter in the background, it's hay. We're just a little bit bugged again, but it's cool. We're rocking the Ether Blade, we're rocking the Inferno Pistol. That's right, I'm still in love with fire. I've managed to get plus heat damage, plus heat damage, plus heat damage. No plus heat damage here, still working on that, and just loads of plus heat damage. I don't know what we're rocking right now. Let's check out our tab over here. We're plus heat resist, not too bad. Warp resist, pretty damn nice. Now in terms of attack, where's our bonus heat damage? 22%. I think we could do a little bit better though. Now psychic powers, the main thing for this build is going to be a combination of Ether Strike and Melter Beam. I need to Ether Strike lots to discharge some heat. I get loads of AoE from Firestorm, and I get loads and loads of extra damage from Fiery Form. So let's crack on with the mission. We're just going to bust out some turret missions, I think. Get ourselves leveled up, see what we can do. What's up, Demon? Nice to see you. Zardos, nice to see you. Chapter Master Jones, so many people, nice to see you guys. It is nice to have you here. So let's crack on with this. Let's get started into a mission and load on up. Yeah, I'm enjoying streaming, to be fair, my friend. I'm really enjoying it. There's stuff to do in Martyr, and the reason I kind of held back and I said this patch would be when I really start streaming. I've wanted to for a while, but I just played everything for like 9 months. There was just nothing to do, nothing new, nothing interesting to watch. And I was kind of worried about this patch, but because the Psyker's so different, I really feel like I can make stuff. What's up, Baron Panzer? Oh, all these new names. What's up, Apparently I can't read English. It's Baron. So the cool thing about this build, let's get rid of the chat here. We're not going to need that right now. Let's get rid of that. So in terms of what makes this build good, we're going to use our 3 move, which is going to give us AoE damage around us, 50% extra damage to heat attacks, which by the way is the majority of what I'm going to be doing. Ether Strike is not here for damage, it's for show. What we're going to be doing is shooting stuff with our Inferno Pistol to apply a vulnerability, and we're going to be using this to do this every now and again. I mean, to be honest, there's no real point in walking anywhere because I've got this. It's a little bit ridiculous, I grant you that. But it's absolutely amazing. It does a modest amount of damage. It's kind of hard to spam, but it makes transport incredibly easy. For example, now, only difference or difficulty is with this build is you actually have some issues going through mobs. Because it's a dash, you can't go through them, you can only go sort of up to them. So that's a kind of a limitation. Oh, an exploding thing. And this does loads of damage. Now, this is not a particularly difficult one right here. Praise the Emperor indeed. How's the multiplayer? The multiplayer is not working for me at all right now. Is there a trap here? Always keep an eye out for traps when you're walking around. You never know when you're going to spy one. There's one right ahead. I know you, Neocore. I know how you roll. There we go. Multiplayer for me is not working at all. Well, the multiplayer's working. I just can't get people to join my party. Mental note, shoot that with a pistol next time. That would be slightly more effective. The Inferno Pistol I'm absolutely in love with, and I'm really looking forward to the day, excuse me, there we go, to the day when we can actually apply debuffs, apply masteries within co-op. Right now it's kind of an issue that whenever you load into co-op you do not, oh, let's take care of this, excuse me. Some slight issues here of killing the buff, there we go. Right, we're just going to wait for the AoE and show you how much damage that does. And take that in the mouth? Jeez. Okay, watch out for warp stuff. Okay, and then we go in there to finish them off. And we'll get out the way. Do a little bit of kiting. I'm over here now. What are you going to do? Now I'm over here. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Now I'm over here. It's ridiculous. The cooldown on this should be like 5 seconds, but it can't be because it's a heat discharge. It's just ridiculous. Just look at it. By the way, this is a purge mission, so I do need to kill everything. So what we can do is just use that to clear trash. That's a plan. And then the pistol is basically an anti-armor, applies vulnerability, so I can just sort of sit here and spam it. The one ability does a little bit more damage, but at the expense of extra heat. And what else is there to say about this build? Not too much, really. I mean, I'm not going with too much discharge of heat because my passive means I do more damage when I've got more heat. So that's a thing. Okay, because it's a dash, you can't go through walls. Worth knowing. Worth knowing. Right, there we go. So we're going to load that up. What we'll do is we'll try a bit of this and see if we can dash. Yeah, we can dash all sorts of places. Need to switch my inoculator up. I've just changed it and realised I hardly have any charges. I've got a pretty nuts... right, we'll do one more of these abilities here. And we'll go right in his face. And then over here, a little bit of kiting. I mean, it's just ridiculous, this. I mean, Neo... I know what you're thinking, but what are you thinking? Seriously. Who gets a dash on like a 1 second cooldown that's free to cast? It's like, it's ridiculous. Okay, we're going to go up here, up there, down there, around there, down there, and then we'll call it a day there, yeah? And we'll crack on a little bit. But yeah, I don't even know why I'm walking anywhere. Honestly, like, why walk when you can just blink? Oh, there we go. And it does modest damage. I mean, I'm really in... Yeah, so that's an issue with the dash there, as highlighted. Because my foot was on the edge of something, couldn't quite go past it. So you need a very, very clear line of sight to something. Worth pointing out. So what else should we talk and rant about today, guys? What else should we talk about? Today's video was leveling tips. Oh my god, I've put a video and streamed in the same day. Oh my god, you might get 14 videos a week from me. No, you won't, honestly. There won't be a video tomorrow, and I'm sorry about the interview. I'm kind of sorry, but not sorry. I've got to put some more questions to the developers, so it's going to be longer. I mean, I'm expecting this to be like 40 minutes now. There's a lot of questions to talk. Maybe 30, but there's going to be a lot more info in this interview than any of the other stuff I've done thus far, and I'm absolutely certain we're going to be getting information on the retinue system. We're going to be getting information on the end game system. I'm also asking them about scheduling. I had a little chat with some of them today, because I know, and I know out there's a lot of people that are concerned about this game getting finished on time. And I pitched this to a developer today in chat, and I said, like, okay, a lot of players are worried right now that, and I mean, you can understand why, because the game doesn't look near finished, but I kind of think, and he didn't say too much detail, but the impression I've got is there is more finished than people realise, and there is a lot of stuff behind the scenes that is actually even already ready to push live. Let's get out of the way of that. So I think they've got more assets than we know. Well, like, take for example the Dark Elder. We know there's loads of units that are ready to be pushed out there, but we always knew that they weren't going to be pushed out before the game went live. So I'm praying to Baba Yetu that there's still hope. There's still hope. But as far as I'm aware, like, there's some other small things that didn't quite make the patch just because they need one or two little bits of change. So I'm kind of curious if we might even see a second milestone in January. I don't know if we will, but that's hopefully some information I'll get from the interview as well. I did leveling tips in today's YouTube video, my friend, which are fairly straightforward, basically. Really, it's just a case of focus on Inquisitor rank, especially now the buff is done. The mission priority system really should go along the lines of do campaign first, as if you don't have any campaign, and do sector story. Basically do any mission that's purple as a priority. If you've got friends that can do the placeholder missions at the moment, you can jump in with them if they're placeholder story missions. If you don't have any of those types of missions available, then do Tarot, and if you don't have any of those, do an investigation, which is more likely to spawn premium missions. Very, very worst case scenario, you can do regular missions, but I honestly can't think of a reason why I would rather just do an investigation, unless you just want to do a quick sort of co-op with your friends to get some account XP. That's sort of my rough thing going on at the moment. But other than that, don't do normal missions. Trying to get gear, that's a bit of a given, but just basically don't do normal missions right now if you can help it. That's kind of my jam right now. That's kind of my jam. We're nearly done on this mission. Where did you come from? Maybe I probably summoned him, didn't I? Yep, summoned them. Let's see how quick we can kill him. Nice. So this is not a particularly difficult mission. Ah, okay. If you stand too close to a wall, you also can't teleport anywhere, so I can very much see this getting me killed. Excuse me? There was a straggler. Anyone else watching Vikings, by the way? Absolutely loving that series right now. Such a good series. Like, so much wow. Okay, let's see how much kiting we can do. Oh. Come to me. Come to me. Come to me. Come to me. I don't need a fire thing anymore. Okay, fire thing's gone. Fire thing's gone. Oh. I did damage and things, right? I did a thing. I mean, this is the bit that gets ridiculous, you know, like, hi, here I am, touch me. No, you can't. No, okay, bite. It's just ridiculous. I mean, if there's one thing in the game that's going to get changed before release, it's got to be this. Like, come on, Dreadnought. You're not even trying. You're not even trying. No, no. What's that on the floor there? It's not a grenade. I didn't see a grenade. What's that? Bye. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. Like, I'm going to get an RSI within the next few days just because of this goddamn ability. It's ridiculous. So how is everyone else finding the characters right now? How are you finding the... I don't know. How are you finding the Crusader? Is anyone still loving the Crusader? Can we get a little love for them in here? Like, I feel so bad because, like, I feel like you'd have to pay me to play him now. Just because making my own builds with this character is so much fun. Now, granted, as I said in one of my other streams, I think I'm a little bit biased just because I've been playing this for so damn long that I am biased because I'm just bored of the Crusader, quite frankly, and there's nothing that's been added that's new to the Crusader, so if there was new stuff, maybe. Yeah, Chainsword is cool, I'll give you that. Plasma Cannon's cool too, Thunderhammer's cool, like the weapons are cool, the aesthetics are cool. I think it's just the creationism, and I am someone that gets bored easily. So I like the idea of having a class I can really muck about with. Oh, is this a brand new Ether Sword? HP per kill, damage when surrounded, and critical with strength. Not really my jam. Okay, we might have to hang around for another one of those. Don't need those. Ah. Oh. Is anyone else feeling a little bit over encumbered with just all this crap that you pick up? And I would very much like a sell all of X sort of button. I'm sure they could do that. I'm going to look through these another time. Plasma pistol is something else I need to do. And now something else I really, really need to do is actually make a second tab for this build, because I don't even use the second tab right now. I really, really should. So what do we get here? Do we get anything good? Do we get anything good? Yeah, that'll do. An extra bit of power, always handy. Yeah, sell all would be nice. I mean, vendor all trash, let's be honest, would... I think everyone would appreciate that. Oh, that reminds me, we just did the Unholy Cathedral. I wonder if this lady is going to let us give her some things. I will accept the task. I've already done your task. I want you to answer my questions. Who are you? And what are you doing here? What is this place? Maybe if I ask all the questions. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and do this mission again. I've already done it once, though, which I'm kind of sad about. Maybe it crashed. Do I have to survive for 5 minutes? Is that the rule? And I didn't change my inoculator. That's going to be rough. So let's have a seat. Whoa! Hi, artifacts. How you doing? My name's Hydra. Right. 2 hits to kill. 2 hits to kill. And some funky lights. Get some... Oh, I love the Inferno pistol. Just the aesthetics of it are so cool. And I like the sword. I mean, let's be honest. It's ridiculous. Look at it. Look at it. I mean, I don't even need to walk places. This guy, he doesn't even need a mobility scooter. Excuse me? He survived. There we go. I mean, the Inferno pistol for me is just so satisfying. There we go. Starts off nice and easy, this. We're 1 minute in. Oh. You got jukes, buddy. Okay, we should really activate this. That would actually make me do a lot more damage. And it does quite good AoE damage around it as well. So if I'm getting attacked, then, well, that's all well and handy. Now, I'm going to have to concentrate a fair bit here. And we're going to have to keep this active as well. Not having a healing ability is going to hurt me in this. What I think may be useful for this build is the heal you based on single target damage, single target kill, I want to say. That was good, although I have a feeling they've changed the numbers so it no longer heals you for 10% of your life, it just heals you for 10 hit points. Oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. No, bite. Oh, he beat me. Oh, I didn't time that very well. Right, this is going to involve lots of crazy dancing. That's the one thing this build is kind of missing right now, is the ability to regenerate life. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I've got inoculators. Granted, the current one's not set up very well, so I don't have many options, but heat's currently being well managed. Yeah, I need to dodge those a little bit later. Bye. Whoa. Starting to get numb. I'm going to have to look at chat in a little bit, guys. I don't feel like I have much spare time at the moment. Oh, excuse me. Okay, we can do some AoEs in the middle of this. Right, and we've got 4 inoculators left. That's not bad. Okay, okay. There we go. This is so good for juking. That's one of the other things I really like it for, is you can just literally... Like, what was he even doing? Oh, that damage though. That damage is nuts. Oh, oh god. Keep the flame shield rocking. Keep the flame alive. That's such a good strat though. Like, you can force them to make a melee and miss, which just buys you a couple seconds. How much? Yeah, we can burn those down in no time. This is just glorious. So much chaos. I mean, can your Crusader do this? Honestly. I just run circles. Like, can you imagine this in the PvP? It's like someone just like, we're like, should we do some balancing? Nah, let's just make something ridiculous. Let them enjoy it for a while. Let them enjoy it. This is power creep at its finest. Make a new class. What do we need to do? Make it completely bonering ridiculous. Oh. Oh, oh, so many big things. Need to kill Dreadnought. Oh, so many big things. So many big things. Ow, get me out of here. Stress, 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 stress. I guess we do have AoE as well. Take out the range mobs first, that's the plan. Ooh, I wonder if you could teleport there and be safe. Okay. Okay, we're going to be looking at the chat soon, guys. Whoa, get out of it, get out of it. Okay, I think we've beaten the target for 5 minutes. I need more inoculators with this build, though. That's the only problem. But that's entirely my fault for not customizing it properly. Did we overheat? Yeah, we've overheated with the pistol. Pistol's back! Pistol's back! Glory! Glory to the Emperor! Have at me! Come at me! Stressful, stressful, stressful. It's good fun, though, I will admit. Like, if you want something different, Neocore will give you something different. That's going to be... Next video, I'm thinking, why would you want to buy Martyr? And I'm going to try and tell a tale of what I believe will be this game's strengths. Not based on wishy-washy wishes, but based on what Neocore have done with Van Helsing and what's scheduled for this game. And, yeah, me being a potato and not moving. Right, come on. Come on. Okay, time to... Any ranged units? That's so many ostriches. Oh, God. Take out the range, take out the range. Oh, yeah, this... You've stopped following me. Going down. We are going down. We are going down to Chinatown. Oh, God. This is what happens when you release one class way after all the others. They just don't bother balancing it. Just make it insanely good. It happens to MOBAs all the time. Oh, I got rammed. Goodbye. Yeah. Oh, we did all right. 7 minutes, you know. That's not bad. Stay alive for 5 minutes. Nice. I'll settle for that. Now let's see if this actually registers, because I'd quite like to get my 3 skill points. So sorry for not talking for a little bit, guys, but that was one of the more stressful things you have to do within this game. Right, what do we get? 2 fate. You're having a bath, mate. You're having a bath. Bit of English Cockney slang for you. So it does seem like that mission doesn't feel like rewarding me, which makes me a little bit of a sad panda, to say the very least. Let's just go visit her. And if she doesn't give me 3 skill points, I might just have to execute her. Right. Right. Okay. Girl's not giving me any prizes today. Well, there you go. Will there be Chaos Gods, Greater Demons in the game as well? Well, my friend, I happen to have a little secret here. I'm going to bring out of my secret bag. I happen to know that there are going to be some other pretty cool units within the game, and I believe the Demon Prince will be, or a Demon Prince, will be making his way into the game. Now, I don't know much more about it than that. All I know is some time ago, about 4 months, I was having a chat with a developer, and he was currently doing the modelling work for a Demon Prince. Now, this is where I sort of think they have made, and they have been making, I mean, they've been making this game for the past 3 years. I'm fairly sure that there are more assets than we currently see. Well, we know that when we joined the alpha, the nature of this testing phase was always that they were never going to give us everything. There was always going to be a limited spectrum. So maybe this is just really wishful thinking, but I do actually believe that there is more stuff they have created that we just don't have access to, because they do want to give the incentive to final release rather than early access. They haven't tried to market this as much as they could have, I believe, to try and make sure that they don't attract people too early and get too many negative reviews. That's what I understand of their marketing strategy anyway, which could be right, could be wrong. Stop firing missiles at me, please. So this is a little bit of a harder mission, but it is a story mission, and we do need to level up our Inquisitor rank. I mean, yeah, I would love to see Greater Demons. Now, when we first bought into this many, many moons ago, they did mention they were discussing... Oh my god. We are going to run out of goddamn inoculators. They were discussing a raid concept, but it was just in talks. And as I would very much doubt if anything like that's been worked on in the background, but I'm hopeful that we can see some some epic boss fights that really come out as like a team job to kill. I mean, that at the same time it's an ARPG, so everything has to be single player. And you know, ARPGs, there are a lot of lone wolves out there that play ARPGs, and they won't want to play with other people, will they? And you know, you've got to accept that in an ARPG. This isn't an MMO, but at the same time, like, raids, please. Ah, ouch. We might have to play this a little bit safer. What you'll notice is pretty much every time I use this AoE ability now, I'm going to be summoning something. Yep, there's another one. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of duck and duck. We may have to be a little bit more careful than I'm currently being. Currently, I'm being a little bit potato level, but you know, it's all fun. I would really like to fight the Great Unclean One too. I mean, I can only imagine that he will be making an appearance. I really can't imagine a game without including Nurgle that doesn't feature the Great Unclean One, at least on a sort of a conceptual level in terms of story. I mean, it would just make sense. I'll tell you one thing I'm really looking forward to is seeing more story. I mean, I've really enjoyed, and granted there's not a lot in the game at the moment in terms of story. There's a few missions and there's even less voice acting, but I've really enjoyed the voice acting actually. And on that note, what do you guys think of the voice acting? What do you make out of it? I mean, I'm pretty happy, but I want to know what you think. Is it pleasing? Is it doing 40k proud? Is it doing it justice? What do you think of the story thus far? Let me know in the chat. It's adequate. Yeah, to be fair, like, I'm kind of basing this on death and destruction and wow. I'm basing this on my very low expectations of ARPG games, which tend to have pretty potato story. Oh, go away so much, go away. This may be lots and lots of me kiting for a little while. Ugh. Right, it's okay. So we're going to teleport to here. We're going to shoot. Pow, pow. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't kill me, please. Okay, he's full health. Okay. Right, I think we can move up here, actually. This is the plan. We're going to ignore those now. Can we kill him before he whacks me? Let's get a bit of space. There we go. We've only got one more to kill. I don't think we can run past them, though. I really need a heal here. Yeah, it's no Baldur's Gate. Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, to be fair, we've only seen the tutorial part of the story, so I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful it will continue to do good things. So now, I'm not saying I'm expecting the story to be like a Mass Effect, like we're all going to lay awake at night dreaming about it, but I'm just hoping it will be enjoyable and somewhat memorable. Maybe not in terms of how great the story is, but just how the dialogue is. I think that's probably... Let me put it this way, Van Helsing for me didn't have the best story in the world, but the dialogue and the way it was executed was good, and I enjoyed listening to the dialogue, and that is something I rarely get to do in games, because most of the time you just click through it because it's incredibly dull. And I'm kind of hoping that that's where Martyr's going to sort of find its thing. It's going to be just an ARPG story that people don't skip through, and I think that on its own would be a bit of an achievement. So that's, I think, what would be adequate. Apparently my face is adequate. No tips from the developers. I mean, I'm trying to lean on the developers a little bit and nag to change the other classes, but let's be honest, the game's due to be released in 2 months, and the Psyker was no easy thing to make. It was sort of like the majority of the development time the last few months were doing things for the Psyker. Even then, we're still missing a school of magic as such, because he wasn't finished. So, yeah. basically. I don't think we're going to be seeing the other dudes getting a revamp. However, I mean, that's not to say maybe they were already working on something. Who knows? Who knows? But I've asked a question in the interview that hints at it. We'll have to see what they say. We'll have to see what they say, because I don't know. I like the idea of it, and I really think players should, if it's what they want, pressure them a little bit, because they won't make changes unless pressure is applied. You know, that's how feedback works. You have to actually give it for them to make changes. Is that a tank? Yeah, that's a thing. Okay. But there's a few less of those to worry about. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. The Crusader and the Assassin, like, changing a character and designing a character is not something you do overnight. And they made the Crusader and they made the Crusassin. They made those characters the way they did because they wanted them that way. It's not like some people are just sort of, I don't know, accusing them of being lazy and sort of, you know, oh, you made them like this because you couldn't be bothered to make a real class. No, that's just, they decided that having weapon abilities made more sense for 40k. Now, whether you think it went well or went badly, that's why they did it. They said having loads of Inquisitors running around with a bolt rifle and having all of them doing different things doesn't make a lot of sense. And rather than having loads of different abilities, they said, let's have loads of different weapons and have them be the abilities. And you can see where the logic comes in. Now, I'm not saying it's gone down exceptionally well, but you can see where the logic sort of lies here. It kind of makes sense. You've got there's only so many things you can do with a bolt rifle, for God's sake. Like 50 different abilities with a bolt rifle, it doesn't make a lot of sense. So, but at the same time, they've done something that doesn't normally go down that well in an ARPG. Goes all right with MOBAs, goes all right with some genres. I'm not sure limited abilities in an ARPG. Like the only other games that have this few level of abilities tend to be have a very fluid dual weapon mechanic. Let's say, what was Guild Wars 2? Yeah. Doc Dewey with the hammer of truth there, smack to the face, Neocore. Yeah, a shield ability for the Crusader that actually blocks. I mean, at the moment we've got a 0.1 second. You mama make me happy. Oh my god, a random vulnerability, as well as the vulnerability I'm going to apply anyway from this. Can I get a boner in here? Can anyone give me a boner right now? I've got a boner. Good lord, that's awesome. Right, so I think we can say that this stream has just reached its peak. That is epic. I was not expecting that. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. No! No, it's not full. I need that weapon. Give it to me. Give it to me now. Right, give it to me. Let's do it. What? 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 Oh, thank God. I got so scared there that I wasn't going to get it. So, okay, not actually getting any more damage. 16% damage for Melting Ray is lovely and all, but I'm not going to be able to use it. Oh, number 2, 16% more damage. That's actually not too bad. Suppression resistance is poo and critical hits kind of poo. I mean, the only extra thing that this is good is I have a 1 in 3 chance of applying an additional vulnerability, so I can apply 2 at once. So, you know, and the fact that it's brown. Should we see what it looks like? You know what? This gun is actually like a bit of a ugly block. I mean, with all the love in the world, I feel like half the model was implemented here. Let's just zoom around a little bit. I mean, no, actually from the side it looks pretty good. It's just like from this angle that it just looks a bit potato. Looks pretty good from there though. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Groovy. So did we get anything else of any use? I forgot to look. That's inoculator. Let's sort this out. Whoa, 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 whoa. Right. Here's a tip, guys. Remember, if you haven't seen this tip before, I have a skill. I have a skill in my hit point tree The best skill in the game. Any one of you can get this. This is the best skill in the game. Whenever your health gets low, below 30%, your inoculator cooldown resets to 0. You know what that means? It means it does not matter what your cooldown is. So what we're going to do is increase our capacity by as much as we freaking can. We do not need this. We get rid of that. Now we've got 13 inoculators. What I would ideally like is 2 green, 2 red, so I could have an extra 10 capacity and just a double heal here, giving me 100% heal over 5 seconds. That is what we're all about. Now let's just spend our skill point. The heat tree is something very, very tempting. Plus 5% damage minus, that's not too bad. The rest of this is all generally gearing towards a critical hit tree, which I'm not really feeling right now. What I may be going with is this, warp heat for every debuff. Now, I put a lot of vulnerabilities on, so that is pretty good. To be truthful, there's loads of good things I've got right now. I've got burn effect lasts longer and blocks health regen, incredibly useful because a lot of the things I have applied burns were firestorm basically. This is very good because while they're burning, they do 20% less damage. Also very good. This is also fairly good in that every hit I put on them with my first ability makes them do 20% less damage. They'll be burning from the Firefly, and then if I hit them 3 times, that's another 9% less damage they're dealing against me. So if I want to do a one-on-one against a boss, this really, really helps. Now, in terms of what else we could do, extra bonus to armor breaking and armor piercing might be useful because both of our pistol shots do qualify. What else do we have? That's also fairly... To be honest, there's loads of good stuff here. There's actually loads of good stuff. That's fairly good, but the Firestorm literally kills all the cover that you go near, so not that good. Damage reduction when standing still, also fairly good. I'm going to go with Warp Resist and work my way up here, because I would eventually like to get this, just because it may well keep me alive, and I would like to stay alive for as long as I can. The other things I would recommend, if we go back to skills, there's some good stuff in the movement tree. Just 2 points to spend. Yeah, you use a Psyker skill, you get 10% movement speed for 5 seconds. That is good. Although now I'm teleporting everywhere, I don't really feel like I need it. Right, let's crack on with the story. So, sorry, I've got some questions to answer in the chat. Twin stick, heavily tactical, leaning towards movement dynamic. Thunderbird, you and your twin stick movement, my friend, you are not going to let that go, are you? You are not going to let that go. So I think there was a question about seasons. Someone asked a question about seasons, and I cannot go back to it. If I do, then the game stops loading. The game doesn't minimize very well. So who had a question about seasons, and what do you want to ask?
The very existence of this filth.
If you check out the roadmap, Doom, the game is getting more content. The game has, okay, granted it's missing one map and a couple of mission types, but we didn't know exactly how much content there's going to be when we bought it, and there is due to be a lot more by release. So I do agree with you, but we know it's coming. Well, I say that. We know it's supposed to be coming, but also the developers are still maintaining that it is. So either they're lying or they're all confused. I don't know. Let's smush this stuff. There we go. Not setting off traps today. So this is a hunt. I believe it's a hunt. It's not an assassination, which is good. What do we have up here? Chicken walker. I think we'll walk around the chicken to start off with. Do a little sweep of the room. Smush some guys over here. Lure these guys back. I mean, we might as well play this really strategical. If you want an easy life in this, right, someone atted me. Seasons are free. Seasons are 100% free. So you don't have to buy them. Seasons will come out every 3 months. So in terms of the DLC, now I'm going to get this clarified within the interview. But you're looking at a new season every 3 months to 4 months, and that's going to be a new race, a new subsector, new story missions, new weapons, new items, and all of that stuff, as well as an increase to the level cap. So lots and lots of additional content. Now, as well as that, there will be missions you can buy with Fate or cash, okay? It's not microtransaction because you can buy it with in-game Fate, and if you don't have enough Fate, I don't know what you've been doing, because getting Fate is pretty damn easy. But as said, if you're a bit more casual, you don't really fancy playing in that much, and you don't want to like grind any resources, you can pay cash. That is what they've said to us, and as well as that is there are major expansions planned for the game as well. So basically there's a lot scheduled, and their current DLC plan spans 2 years, 2 to 3 years I believe. Right, let's see how much we're doing. A fair bit of damage, and we'll go up the higher our heat goes. Nice, 700 crit to finish off. Beautiful, beautiful. Right. Now, classes, I think, are due for, what do you call it, major DLC packs. I think that's a given. I don't know if there's additional classes. They were a little bit vague, like they kind of said in an interview, oh, maybe there'll be additional classes. I think there will be. I mean, there will be, let's be honest. The truth is, I don't know what's going to happen to the lower sectors. I honestly don't. We have no idea whatsoever what's going to happen there. I mean, I would hope that... Well, I don't know how it's going to work, because I'm kind of worried. As far as I understand, when they come out with a new season, it's going to be like, okay, now we move to the next tier. So at the moment, all of the weapons go from 90 to 110 damage, something like that. So in the new season, everything would go from like 110 to, I don't know, 140 damage or something like that. So you basically want to get to the next sector, get to the right levels for it, get upgrading the gear there and such. I can presume that there's not going to be much incentive to carry on doing the old stuff if you've already done it, but maybe if there's bosses, you know, they'll carry you forwards. But the kind of nature of the seasons is going to be that the story moves forward, and I think they're aiming for you to want to move forward with it, if that makes sense. I don't think there should be much reason for you to hang around. I don't know though. I mean, a lot of this is just me guessing. Oh, let's have a double heal here. See my health fly up. Pow! And being in combat does do a lot of extra damage. A lot of extra damage. Oh, another nice one to finish off. Whoop. And dodge in and out of these. Nice. Another one down here. Where are you? Where are you? There you are. Hi. An Inferno pistol in your mouth? There we go. Whew. Questions, questions, questions. You want to have Xeno guns. You, my friend, are a heretic. I don't know whether to burn you or to burn you. But I also understand, like, I would quite like Dark Elder guns. I'm gonna be honest. They're spiky, they're sexy, you know. They got the whole black thing going on. Tight leather. I would be all up in them Xeno guns. Shooting spikes at people that dissolve them and, you know, various other Xeno things. Tau weaponry, I mean, if you're that way inclined, I don't judge. Tau guns are kind of cool looking. I'm going to be honest though, I don't really see our Crusader rocking around with a Tau weaponry. I kind of think if they were to do the Tau weapons, I mean, I can't even see a Death Cultist using them in all honesty. I think they would have to come out with another class that sort of would be a little bit more Tau savvy, if you know what I mean. Well, in terms of the developers potentially upsetting people, there is plenty of opportunity for people to be upset with this game. One classic example is the classic little Timmy that says, "When's the open world content coming?" And this is an unfortunate situation where they've used the marketing term that's just literally owned by Elder Scrolls and Morrowind and all of the other massive titles. The open world content is already here, and even though they put out a trailer, granted they didn't market it very well, explaining what the open world stuff is, there will be people already disappointed at this game because it's not truly open world. Well, it's not an open world game in terms of definitions and such. So I think there are going to be some people that are going to be a bit peeved, but I'm hopeful that there will be the minority. and I'm hopeful there can be enough other stuff within the game that people can still sort of say, hey, it's not open world, but I enjoy it. We'll see though. We'll see. Like it's a tough one. Yeah, I think a rogue trader background with all sorts of things like that's entirely doable. Rogue traders are, you know, that could work. Oh, Baron, I tell you what, I am actually going to be all over Necromunda. I've been doing a little bit of tabletop stuff for Necromunda. I'm all up on doing a scenery guide at the moment. I'm actually going to be doing a scenery guide probably this week. I'm going through some more MDF terrain, and I'm going to be doing a painting guide for that as well. I have done a few tabletop reports for Necromunda. I've been doing that with the Patreons. It's been super fun, actually. Dewey's been rocking with me with his auto pistol. It's been good, but I will definitely do that game. And I'll tell you why, because Mordheim is where I started. Mordheim is 100% where I started. I had 30 subscribers from that before I joined this game. But as well as that, something that really means a lot to me are those developers are so good at communicating, just like Neocore. I've asked them a couple questions recently, and they're just like, yo man, that's awesome, can I have your email address? We'll write to you as soon as we've got some information to send. And those sort of people are, that really helps me to get motivated to try and make stuff for them, you know. When you want a little bit of a working relationship with them. You don't want to just be like, you know, them two will be faceless people that you I don't know. I think it's good to get a little bit personally involved, you know, a little bit emotionally involved, rather. Nothing wrong with a little bit of fanboyism, you know. I mean, at the end of the day, if I didn't really feel strongly about this game, no one would enjoy listening to me rant about it. That's kind of how I think, so I'm kind of happy being a little bit fanboy. I mean, I'm biased, people can tell that. You don't need to be a genius, but I do try, even though I am biased, I try and keep it fair, you know. I've told more people not to buy this game than I've told to buy it, because I generally, if I think someone's not going to enjoy it, I will tell them that. And I'm not trying to do it in some fanboy, oh, I'm superior because I just, if someone wants, you know, to play a full immersive story campaign, don't buy it right now. Do not buy it right now, you'll be disappointed. You know, and I think it's, I try and be fair, but at the same time, I'm fair but biased. I'm a bit of both. But I think once you've met people on a person, once you've met people, like, and once I've done the interviews with them, they're nice people. Of course I'm going to be biased, you know? Human nature. What am I not allowed to mention again, Thunderbird? Tell me. Tell me what I cannot say. Was this in relation to the Eternal Crusade comment? This game has potential, like, I don't think Eternal Crusade, yeah, I mean, maybe it had promise. But, I mean, one of the things is, and people need to stop comparing every game to Eternal Crusade, because Eternal Crusade did some really spectacular stuff to fuck up. They, you know, they changed development engine, they changed their genre, for God's sake. They didn't just make a bad game, they changed their genre. It went from an MMO to a third-person over-the-shoulder shooter. It's got nothing in common with being an MMO. I mean, this isn't open world, but there's aspects of it they tried to make open world. There's not even a tiny aspect of EC that ventures into the worlds of being MMO. At least that's how I see it. I think people worry, rightly so, about alphas, but I think worrying everything's going to turn into EC is going a little bit too far. I think games may be bad, and there's plenty of bad games, and games may not be what you want them to be. For example, Dawn of War 3. An absolute classic as an example of them trying to do something new and brave with the genre and completely misunderstanding what the audience base wants. However, I mean, I have no idea what the game grossed. If it grossed enough money, then they're going to make another one like it. That's how it works. If it made money, they'll make another one. There's a really good video on Extra Credits about something similar, where one of the dangers of a high-selling game can be that you actually get your ego in the way and you start making decisions, and you end up making the follow-up game to be not as good, but because you've got the fanboys, it will sell. And because it sells, you end up making something else that's like that, because the last one made you money. I mean, at the end of the day, you've got to pay the bills. It's quite an interesting video. I can't remember the title of it, but it was food for thought, really, in terms of why some sequels just really fail. Food for thought, anyway. Yeah, 50% of the money. I think 50% of the player base is probably Valrak, to be fair. I mean, without Valrak, the game probably would have died a death a while ago. Like, if he's not on their payroll, he at least needs to be on their Christmas list, you know? Definitely. Whoa! All sorts of things here. All sorts of things. But yeah, we're just chilling, chatting about this. Now, I also want to know what you guys think about this whole YouTube streaming thing, because now obviously I'm digging it, I'm feeling it, I'm enjoying it. Of course I'm going to keep doing it, but what I want to ask about is overlays, because, you know, do you guys think it's worth putting the chat in the actual thing? Do you think I need some bells and whistles up on the top? Do I need some sliding banners? You know, what do we need here? I mean, is simple good? I don't even know anymore. Yeah, I mean, my thoughts on having the chat up is kind of like, why would you do that when you can see the chat anyway? But then it's kind of like, okay, if you're watching the replay, you can see the chat, and if you can then put it full screen and you can still see the chat. So there's kind of some advantages there. I don't know. I mean, I feel like I should give the Patreons a little bit of a shout out in here. I think that would be kind of fair. Do a little pop-up every now and again. This video was brought to you by Dewey Aprazo. I could do a little commercial break every now and again. Oh, he's going down to Chinatown. There we go. And let's go over and get that. Let's see what's in this crate. Rubber dub. What do we got? What do we got? Okay. Well, you can certainly watch me play and you can certainly hear me talk. You know me, I've got lots to talk about, so... Well, Dawn of War 3 failed in terms of how much you like it, but what I'm saying is, did it fail financially? Because unless it failed financially, you're going to see another one of them. That's what I mean. It may fail in terms of reviews, but if it made them money, there is still going to be an argument for them to keep doing that shit. And in a sense, when people say they vote with their wallets, people don't always. People sometimes will buy stuff because it is what it is. It's kind of like the whole situation we got with Warhammer games. People will buy Warhammer games because they're Warhammer games, and they may give them bad, crappy reviews, but hey, if they've made money on it, I don't know. I'm being a bit of a cynic here, but let's sell a load of this crap. And we got another relic, but I mean, meh. Who's going to use digital weapons, honestly? Digital monsters. Digimon something champion. I don't know the song. I didn't even watch it. I was all about that Pokemon life. Digimon were just I saw Digimon for what it truly was. Cheap rip-off. Oh, you know what? We got two of these. We get this from the cathedral. Wait. Inventory is full? Which inventory is full? Okay. Ah, maybe we can't open it because we got that. Right, let's try again. Ta-da! Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Opening stuff. Digimon. Dewey, you're not a Digimon fan, are you? You say, of course, it failed in a financial way. That's I'd be really curious to actually see. Not a lot of credits. That was not entirely worth. Because I know a lot of people that still bought it. Now, granted that Dawn of War 3 did go on to sale a lot quicker than some of the other games. I mean, I'm not saying that it made a fortune for them, but I wouldn't be surprised, just given how the brand has grown, if it still grossed the same amount of money that Dawn of War 2 did. I'm not sure though. Maybe I'm completely wrong. I'm only guessing. I'm not even saying the game was a success financially. I'm saying if it was, you will see more of them. And that's kind of one of the dilemmas of games these days, is everyone's currently preaching the whole buy it before it's even released. But, you know, even I do that. I bought Vermintide 2 just because I wanted to save $5 and get a free DLC, you know. I'm a sucker for marketing. And yet, if it's potato, then they'll do it again. Everyone will keep doing it. Gaming's in a weird place where businesses know exactly how to make money from gamers now. Right, how quickly can we kill you? Oh, didn't dodge very well. You know what, it doesn't even matter. These story missions are getting pretty easy, aren't they? I mean, to be fair though, for Vermintide 2, it's kind of like, okay, I liked Vermintide 1, so I can consider myself a little bit of a fanboy of them. I know I'm going to play the game, even if it's bad. I know I'm going to play it for a fair bit. So, and even then, if it's bad, they've got to really mess up to make Vermintide 2 bad. Because all they've got to do is have the same stuff and add a few bells and whistles. And that's exactly what they've done. They've added new enemies, they've added some other new stuff. That's all you need to do for a follow-up. And they've done a better job of following it up than Left 4 Dead did with its follow-up, where they just added some frying pans, a couple of mechanics, and said, there you go, job's a good one. I think they probably hit a home run with how it looks anyway. I might be wrong. Just trying to read the chat while playing. Oh god. It's so hard to multitask. Inoculators, bells, whistles, heals! Right, I need to teleport more often in life. Get out of it. Right, there we go. If you see me walking into a wall or doing something a bit stupid for a second, and this is going to happen a lot, it's because I'm trying to read chat while playing, and I cannot do that very well. Is there... Ah, there's one back there. Okay. Yep, to me, boys. Yoo-hoo! Oh, hi. I haven't been using my fourth arm ability. We should use that, shouldn't we? Okay, we'll use that. We'll use that soon. We'll find a tank and we'll literally murderize it. Okay. Okay. Okay, okay. Summoning more demons than I'm killing. Right. Killed the ones around the edge. Killed the ones around the edge. Boo 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 boo. I wonder as well, with all of these abilities being off of the global cooldown, if that was actually intentional. Because there's so many of them that are off of the global cooldown, which you can spam, but none of the ones you actually want to spam! I really hope someone from Neocore's actually listening to that bit, because I can do left click and 1, like so. I can do left click, 1, left click. Bang, 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 okay? But I can't do left click fire shield. I have to wait for the animations to stop. I have to stand still awkwardly while it happens. There's loads of abilities that you can't do in the middle of a global cooldown, and a lot of them are the ones that are actually it would be really nice to have the situational like so. So I think some of that could do with being revised. If we do have any devs in the stream, I know you like to lurk around here. That would really be nice. Right. Yeah, I mean, the trouble is everyone wants to be the next esport now. And, I mean, competitive scenes attract money. I don't know if that's the right way of phrasing it, but I think everyone wants to be the competitive scene because it attracts orgs, that gets publicity. It's just like a perpetual awesome PR cycle where it just goes, I'm pressing all the wrong buttons right now. You know, it's just if a competitive scene is born out of your game, you're gonna do all right financially, and I think that's why people want to do it. It's just like if you make it, then you're minted. But of course, I don't know, 90% of games that want to be that competitive scene fail. Like, what was the asymmetric shooter where you had to hunt a monster? I can't even remember it. You had like 4 of you on foot, 1 of you was the monster. That was a really cool concept, and I enjoyed it for about a day. And I just could not fathom why you would play it for any longer. It was a cool game though. Evolve, yeah, I liked it. I really liked the concept. I liked so many things about it, but when it came to actually playing it, it was like 10 minutes worth of interest, and then it was just dead to me, which makes me really sad. But you know, it was just not a MOBA. There's something about the long, painful, drawn-out nature of a MOBA that just Infernal Pistol, that'd be handy. Biomantic Sword, I don't know if that's for me. I think so. I'm trying not to waste any money at the moment. There we go. We got a lot of fate right now. We have a lot of fate. Going to be doing some turret missions next. 1 second, guys. Righto, so let's crack on and do a turret mission. This is going to be a bit easy. Let's go to the next sector. Yo, what's up, Sanguine? How's it going, buddy? How is it going? Right, so we're going to go to this sector, I think. I mean, this is going to be hard. I'm not sure if we're ready for this. This is going to be hard. Yo, what's up, Nick? What's up? Oh, what's up, Kristen? I'm not going to call you Kirstian again, or whatever I called you last time. Sorry about that again. My bad. My bad. Tomato, tomato. What should we go for, guys? Let's get some votes in the chat. What do we want to find? Pistols, Signum Belt. Signum Belt. Tell me what. I tell you what, I'll pick the major, you guys pick the minor. So I'm going to go for Signum Belt on a hunt mission. Okay. Oh, no, we'll try that again, pressing the wrong buttons. Now, minor. What are we going to go for? What are we going to go for? What do we want to do? We've got timer, we've got enemies are easier to kill, aka boring. Enemies move quicker. Enemies do more melee damage. That could be fun to dodge. How about move quicker and extra melee damage? Anyone disagree with that? Or enemies spawn demons every now and again. Unending duty and possession. Unending duty? Okay, don't die. Okay, so you just basically, you're asking me for efficiency here. You just want me to get all of them rank points. I'll give it a go. Don't do it if it's a red mission. You think I am some sort of sensible person? 925. Let's see what I am. 714. I mean, plus 84% suffered, 52 damage dealt. I think I might be able to do it. We're going to have a go. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. And yeah, this is going to be really, really rough. Really rough. I'm actually going to have to play this quite scared, guys. So be prepared for some pain. Be prepared for me to scream a little bit. This could be tricky. This could be tricky. So let's see. Let's peek around the corner. Stealth. Dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun. Dun. Right, okay. Okay, that's a couple dead already. We're off to a good start. Yeah, executed them guards. Right, I'm going to try not to take too much firepower here. Take too much firepower? Oh, I'm killing them so easy. My damage is real. Damage is real. Don't die, though, as a card. Whose idea was that again? Remind me to find you. Find you and get you with fire. Right, that's the trap gone. We're hunting traps too. Spying around, killing cover. Okay, okay. Excuse me, I'm trying to kill stuff. Okay, I think we're okay. Uh-oh. They're sneaking up on me. Now I can't take many hits, and these things will kill me in a second or two. Oh, getting out of the way of that. Oh, look at all that dot damage up there. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Right. Uh-oh. Didn't think there was one of those there. Okay. Come to me. Come to me. Come. No, wrong button. I wasn't supposed to. That was not supposed to be the button. Oh my god. Wrecked. Oh my god, that would go on a stream highlight. Let's get out of here. Too much stress. I mean, that was embarrassing. No one saw that, right? No one saw that, right? Okay. Do they have regen? Okay. Let's lure this guy around the corner here. Strategic combat, guys, remember. Whoa, easy. Yeah, he's not healing, so that's something. Whoa. Oh god. Oh god, nearly got hit by the ball. What happened to the demon? Did he crush him, do you think? Nope. More people. Okay. So I might need to kill this thing near cover. Okay. I think what we'll do is try and lure it over by this explosive barrel. And this time, we're not going to... he's not going to go close enough, is he? Right. Ugh. Ouch. I think what we should probably do is try and just keep him turning. Or try and get him to melee more often. I'm just trying to... Uh-oh, wrong button. That was not the right button, guys and girls. That was not the right button. Whoever gave me the card to don't die? I meant to press my 3 ability to cast my my other skill, but the 4 ability, if you do that in combat, you are going to die. However, it did make me realise that this ability is incredibly good, and I'm going to sit here and talk for a second while it's coming off of cooldown. Now, 60-second cooldown, 50 per use, however, going and smushing a target means I do double damage to them, so it's incredibly useful, but not during a fight, because you have to stand still to cast it. You need to cast it when you've not engaged the enemy. Only 15 more seconds and we can finally use it. Yes, this armor skill is incredibly deadly. It is also suicidal if you're in combat and you click it and you can't exit it straight away. Oh, rip. I give up. Oh my god. Okay, so it cancelled the ability. Bonk. I agree, bonk. Right, we'll just kill it. Screw doing double damage. Screw it, we're just going to shoot you. You ruined my day, you goddamn walker. Frickin' Star Wars wannabe. That's right. Steal someone else's IP. I'll shoot you like that. Wow, 200 damage. Okay. We'll be able to do this mission, but it was a shame about the death. Excuse me, demon. I summoned you. What are you doing there? I just walked in front of him at the last second, like a melon. Ooh. Okay, let's get some med supplies. Oh my god. This is painful. This is painful, this is hard, this is rough, but this is fun. This is fun. Gotta give it that. Let's, yeah, who... Screw it, let's just fly. Fly. Whoa. Whoa. Need the flames. Okay. Okay, get a bit of life back. Let's try that again. Oh, I see you, he did. Oh, this is just ridiculous, isn't it? Can we kill it, please? Oh, I forget I'm summoning demons when I kill stuff. Okay, that confused me there. Whoa. Now I need to check out my masteries as well, because I'm sure I could be doing more interesting stuff. Oh, I thought I could sit there and take that. Mental note, you cannot sit there and take things when you're a squishy playing +200 missions. Right. Okay. To be fair, this isn't actually that difficult. It's my potato-ness that got me killed. But next time I'm so ready. Next time I'm going to discharge all my heat. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to be a boss. Right. Okay. Are there other enemies in here? Yes. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to take out the other enemies first. Because otherwise it's just going to be a headache. And I'm going to suicide. I am actually going to... I was nowhere near... I swear down the blast radius is not that big. Rip me. Yo! How's it going, Mr. Matt? Nice to see you. To see you. Freaking nice. Alright. My name is also Matt. So, you're doubly awesome, sir. Right. Not going to blow up by any more of these goddamn warp anomalies, I tell you that. I have learned my lesson. They have... The only thing that's killed me in this thus far is myself. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. Right, there we go. Get out of it. Oh, go away. Oh, a heal. I'll take that. Nom. Right, let's shoot some of these peckers. The jukes are so real. Right, here we go. I'm loving the ether sword. I can't remember who told me to use it, but whoever did is a genius. And I would really like those things to damage them. Try to save inoculators. No, I'm not. You know what? I'm going to play this smart. Oh. Oh, oh, oh. Come on, in the back of the head. Oh my god, and I summon another demon. I'm really looking forward to the ability to... I need to actually go sideways when they do that. I need to go sideways. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. I'm looking forward to the ability where I summon more friendly warp anomalies. Right, there we go. Right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to sit here and we're going to discharge some heat. So I'm actually going to kill this thing this time without screwing up. This is not the most interesting thing to watch, but I'm discharging heat currently. The psychic equivalent of having a fap. Right, there we go. Now, let's rock and roll. Dun dun dun. Gonna go attack the enemy. Dun dun dun. Stealthy. Dun dun dun. Now he takes double damage. So, let's see how this double damage looks once we've cast this as well. Pow, 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 pow. Not looking that impressive. Definitely does more damage with that ability. Oh, you know what? I'm actually feeling like I need to get some health back here. He's not regenning, and I am. Okay, let's move. Surprise attack, motherfucker! Okay, one more. And we've got one life as well, because I believe in making things tense. Oh my god, quick catch up with the chat. My blood pressure's going up here. Blood pressure's going up. Let's do it. Okay. Gonna play it safe. Play it safe. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't know what's happening. Loads coming. Absolutely loads. Okay. I didn't even see that. Oh my god, I heard the sound effect and I wasn't paying attention. God, you've got to be so careful with this goddamn class. No, I've just killed it. Go away. I'm going to have to discharge more heat. The odds of causing an anomaly are actually astronomically high. Oh my god. Right, here we go. Yeah, the friendly ones. I mean, I'm looking forward to the build where you have a 20% chance to spawn a friendly anomaly, because that's kind of what I'm going for. And this is why I've got so much warp resist. Like, I'm rocking 30% warp resist. He says as he takes a frickin' ball of warp energy to the face. Okay, let's stay healed up for this. Right, there we go. Get rid of those guys. Oh, now if that damaged him, it would be nice. But it doesn't. There's a friendly one over there. How about them apples? Okay. Now, this guy's not armoured, but he does not take much damage. Come on. And this is getting... Am I going to do this? I mean, the last room is going to be the stressful one. Not another. Bye. Ah, didn't have my fire shield equipped. There we go. They die so much quicker when you actually have the right equipment or abilities used. Jesus. Yeah, I know, Blitzen. I know. It's more a thing that I'm just surprised how many negative anomalies I'm getting. I know my heat's really high. I mean, kind of like the build I'm rocking, I've kind of accepted that I'm going to overheat a lot. I'm rocking towards, but I don't have enough attribute points yet to actually unlock the thing I'm really after, which will give me positive anomalies. And I'm also trying to stack as much warp defense as I can to keep me alive. I see you. Not going to die that time. Uh-oh. 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 SpaghettiOs. Boop. But you are right. If I want to play safer, it would make a lot of sense to discharge a bit of heat every now and again. Sounded like a biker from South Park. Right, let's get a bit of heat back. Yeah, I mean, I accept that I could have saved myself a lot of problems by being a little bit more aware, or being even remotely aware about my heat issues, but I'm kind of also happy causing these things, because to me the game is so much more interesting with these phenomena going on, like, uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Like, I would really like that to actually damage. Oh, no. Okay. I'm done summoning more enemies than I can kill. Oh, not falling for that again. Right, okay. Not summoning anymore. Sorry, guys, I'm just concentrating a little bit at the mo. Uh-oh. Not another one. At least they're killing each other for me. Okay. Right. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, now I'll discharge some heat. Okay. Is anyone else getting stressed watching me? Like, I'm feeling tense. This is not a relaxing experience for me right now. Yeah, I do also get 20% extra damage when I'm high on heat, so that's also a thing. Uh-oh. It is, that's the other reason I'm going for this build, is I've got the perk that gives me 20% plus damage when you're high on heat. Now granted, it is the least safe way to play. However, I also think it's the most exciting. Now we will discharge some heat, because I do not want to summon another goddamn thing that will kill me when I'm trying to use that ability. I've learned my lesson. Clicking, clicking, clicking. Right. Ta-da. Oh no. No, no. No, no. Get out of it. Get out of it. Get out of it. No, no. I hate you, Neocore. Right now, me and you need a chat. Me and you need to talk. That was ridiculous. Like, you can't get out of it. You can't get out of it. You're stuck. You're stuck watching yourself die. And you saw me discharge the heat. I mean, I discharged loads. I mean, maybe it just guarantees you overheat. Oh my god. Ugh. Rip. There's one enemy left to kill there. And that was a turret mission. Just to rub it in. Does the game support ultra-wide resolution? I'm not entirely sure, but it does support killing yourself several times over to the point you fail a mission if you're a Psyker. So it's very, very lore appropriate. And anyone telling me this isn't lore applicable, I killed myself in that mission 3 times. Yes, I believe it will, but I also believe that there's some problems with the resolution at the moment. Don't quote me on that, though. Don't quote me. Well, I'm not going to leave it on there. I was going to go after that, but I'm not going to leave it on that. I'm going to do another one, but I'm going to do a different one. Okay, I'm going to try and make it a little bit less. No, we'll keep it like that. We'll keep it as a... not going to do purge. We'll keep it as a hunt. But I'm going to do these two just to do something a little bit different. So they're going to be moving twice as fast, doing twice as much melee damage. Oh my god. That was... oh. I mean, there's a few stream highlights today, I have to say. Sorry, I'm going a little bit quiet and mellow now, guys. Hydra Sleepy, you know. Hydra Sleepy, rank points 90. Mission is very high. I eat very high for breakfast when I'm not killing myself. But it's all fun and games, right? It's all fun and games. Probably won't be a stream tomorrow, though, guys. Don't get used to me streaming every day. This is some beginning hype, but I'm aiming for at least twice a week. And I'm also not sure what to do with the replays, because at the moment I've got so many to sort of spam. I'm kind of wondering, like... I mean, should I upload all the replays on YouTube? What do you guys think? Like, it's going to spam the channel with quite a lot of them. That's my only sort of hesitation there. I don't really want to be spamming the video content with loads and loads of streams, but again, some people might want to watch them, I guess. And if you're happy watching something I do for a couple of hours, you know. Okay, I can certainly dig it. I mean, I'm thinking that maybe I'll try and create a separate archive somewhere. Like, I mean, I don't want a paywall. I did think for a moment about maybe doing it as a Patreon thing, but then that seems a bit... I don't like that. Not too comfortable with the idea. Okay, that's a big guy. Let's get out. Yeah, I'll stick them on YouTube. I tell you what I'll probably do is like a cap of 2 a week on YouTube, which I think is sort of, you know, I don't want to spam the channel. I don't want more streams than I have actual videos. I want people to look at my channel and think, some informative, useful content. Yeah, I could stream them on Twitch instead. But I'm also kind of banking that YouTube gaming, I think, is going to become bigger. Whereas I think Twitch has reached its peak already. Now, I'm not going to say YouTube's going to catch up anytime soon, but there are some clear advantages of Twitch, though. Oh my jeez. There are clear advantages. I mean, we talked about them before, like, just the subscriber system on Twitch is better as well. Although I don't have the sub button. And it does take a little... well, it doesn't take as long to get it now, is it? Okay. I guess I'll blow up. Ripperino. I don't even know what happened to me there. I think I was next to something explosive. Why don't I use melee up close? Well, they're currently doing 50% extra damage in melee, so that's the main reason. If I take a melee hit from one of these guys, I'm toast. I am absolutely toast. Oh. Why didn't he kill his own dude? Why? Get out of it. Get out of it. Stay alive. There we go. Yeah, I really can't afford to take melee hits. Or flamers, really, for that matter. I don't have much heat resist. Right, so this is my first target, and he is surrounded by these things. Shield generators, which I need to kill. And fortunately, I can stand here and still smush them. There we go. Oof, I'll get the med supplies while I'm here. Excuse me, I'm trying to open this box. Uh-oh. Okay, okay, I see how this is. Okay, okay. I get it, I get it, I get it, I get it. You're lonely. Oh god, oh god. That was close. That was exceptionally close. Okay, I need to dodge more of these bullets. This is when I need to unload. Okay, okay, sorry about the intense concentration there, guys. Oh boy. That was something, right? Oh, it's a horrible map layout. The wiggly waggly one. Oh, I don't like that. I've been trying to get them to delete this layout for it. Oh god, go away. Okay, well, seeing as that's going to be there for a while, I'll go the other way. Oh my god. Right, let's do this. Let's do this. I'm not messing. I actually don't think I can afford to be that brave. Okay, okay. I mean, this is a plus 200 difficulty mission, so it's pretty rough. The highest I've ever done before was like plus 500, and that was with a group of 4, which really changes things. Like, excuse me. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh, that didn't do that much, actually. I was expecting it to hit a lot harder. Something I would like is a slow. What I might do is get this ability to apply a slow or a stun, maybe. So that way, if enemies get close to me, it automatically stuns them, basically making me melee immune. How about that for a good idea? Do Space Marines regenerate power armor? I'm not entirely sure what you mean by that. I mean, do they regenerate their health? I'm not entirely sure. I don't think most Chaos Space Marines do. Where's that ball going? Let's discharge a little bit of heat. Okay, we got this guy. Right, now we're gonna give this guy a little bit of space. That's a Hell Brute though, which is a bit annoying. Because Hell Brutes are a pain in the butt. They tend to summon Nurglings. And as much as I want to do my ability that's gonna make me do double damage to him, I also really don't want to summon another anomaly. So what we're going to do is we're going to go here, and we're going to discharge all of our heat this time. We are going to have 118. Now we're going to try one more time. No warp anomaly this time. Oh, and you know what? That's just fantastic. That's just fantastic. I can't move. Neo Core. Oh, great. What have I done to deserve this, Neo Core? Uh-oh, that's a warp gate. You don't want to leave these things open, they're going to summon more enemies. Okay, so now we're just going to clear the room before we actually go and kill that dude. That was an exploding one. One of the few ones that actually damages enemies, I think. Right. Okay, he's charging. He's going to smush his friend. Lol. Okay, we're going to play this tactically. Excuse me, he was hiding. Did anyone else see that? Sneaky pecker. Kill all the Nurglings. Whoa. I'm guessing that was the rubble that died that killed me. That hurt a lot. Right. Oh, good. Oh my god. I was just going to say good job I heard that because, well, I did hear it. Oh my god, not again. Oh, the trouble is I'm a little bit sleepy right now, and I don't think you can be sleepy when you do this. Right, we got this, we got this, we got this. We're just going to use pistols now. Just going to use pistols. None more of these silly warp abilities that keep getting me killed. And the ones that don't even work when you want them to. Okay. Okay. No messing now. I'm not even taking any names, so... Oh, boy. Okay, so he hits for 1,000. That's a fair chunk. But it's enough to live through. Right, there we go. So let's take some bets now. Who thinks I'm actually going to survive this? Who has faith and who doesn't? Let's see who's a believer right now. You're going to win 5 virtual Hydra points if you get it right. Okay. Hydra points can be cashed in for fictional things that don't exist. But one day, maybe. Maybe. Oh! There you go. Oh, we've got a vote on Nope already. That's a vote of confidence there. I mean... Yeah, I mean, I don't even blame you right now for saying that. I honestly can't. Especially given how much that flamer hurts. Ouch. Does quite a good job of getting rid of suppression, this gun, actually. Right, here we go. I think one of the reasons I wasn't expecting warp anomalies from my 4th ability is I used to have the build which has more warp heat in total, and therefore is much less likely to cause something like that. Maybe. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Gas chambers hurt a lot when you're a squishy. I remember when those things used to come in and you used to die in about 3 seconds. I mean, and that's a slight exaggeration, really. Okay. Let's smush these guys. The dot does a fair bit of damage. It's not too bad, actually. 30 damage per tick. I mean, I guess comparing that to hits of 150, it's not that good, is it? It's not like it's going to add up in the end. Right, I think... Yeah, I think what we're going to have to do is... Yeah, we're going to step back. We're going to step back, we're going to step back. We're going to try and bring them to a safe place. We're going to try and stay alive. Oh my god. Tense, butt clenching stuff. Okay, let's get rid of some warp heat while we're here. Really? Am I still summoning stuff? Wow. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay, let's just chill. Let's just chill. Right, we're good. We're good. I think we've cleared out that room now. There's one demon up here which I've left, but he's not a problem. He says. See my damage slowly going up as we apply the vulnerabilities there. That is nice. Critical hits seem to hit like a truck too, which is also good. Super happy with that. They should add an armor bar. They should add all sorts of things, to be honest, to the UI. The game's UI is confusing as hell. Right, let's just briefly unload this again, because I don't really want to kill myself in this fight. I've had enough killing myself for one day. Right, nearly done. Right, now let's do it. Da 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 da. Right, you are now taking double damage, and we'll tag this thing too, I think. Right, there we go. Flame on. Okay. We'll start healing now already. Okay. Taking it slow. Taking it slow. Okay. We're going to go around the edge. We're going to take this nice and slow. Okay, I just wanted to kill the warp gate there, really. And I don't think it's even dead yet, is it? Oh. Oh, there we go. Okay, okay, we're good, we're good. We're good, we're good, we're good. I mean, without this teleport ability, this would be a lot harder. Fucking hell. Jesus. Does everything hurt so much? Okay, let's discharge a little bit. Is anyone else feeling the tension right now? Okay, just whatever you do, Hydra, do not use that ability that guarantees that you die. Oh, fucking... I don't even know what got me then. Ah, so stressful. Okay, I'm not trying not to take any chances. Okay, we'll get some health back here. Do a little bit of regen. Remember, being in cover gets you health back. Nope, that decided not to give me cover. Not to give me health, rather. Oh my god. So damn tense. Damn. Thank you, Corbin. Thank you. Man, that was butt clench. Oh, we got a skill point too. We can see where we're going to spend that. Exciting times. Oh my god, I can actually talk again. Thank you, Crowley. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Demon. Oh my god. I mean, my stomach is in knots right now. No, it would really help if I didn't just kill myself for a couple times first. That would really make that a lot less. Plus 9.5% heat damage. Oh my god, that is nice. Knockback skill tag. I mean, it's not the best in the world, but you know, that's not bad. Let's, oh, we got one of these too. Influence level 1. Well, let's check our inventory out, see what booty we got today. Let's get rid of all this crap. Don't need any of that. Load of rubbish. Right. Unload here. See what we got. Now, let's see what we got in our stash. Get rid of those. Da 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 da. Let's see what we got. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Streamer loot. That is damage reduction melee 5. Not bad. And damage reduction range, not bad. That's actually pretty damn good. If I compare that to my current one, I get a little bit more. Yep. I get a little bit more of everything. That's not too bad. I mean, I lose the 137 hit points, which I did like. It's pretty damn good. But it's still an upgrade. Upgrade is upgrade. 63, that's not a massive upgrade, let's be fair. But the extra 5% heat damage, I'll take that trade any day of the week. Looking pretty good. That is very defensive armor. This is my go kill yourself armor, basically. That's what this armor does. It is just there to get me killed. Now, in terms of skills, let's have a little look at what I'm working towards. There's other things I like the idea of. That's kind of nice, because you can go to knock them back. They can do less damage to you as well. Damage bonus to slowed targets can be useful. Something, I mean, there's lots in the range tree that I could apply slow to an enemy, and I could 1, 2, 3, for 4 points, I could be doing 20% extra damage to slowed enemies. Incredibly powerful. That's kind of okay. That's kind of okay, but I'm not using ammo. That is okay too. I'd recommend it for anyone using the pistol build and the kinetic version, definitely. Not maybe essential right now. And where's the one that reduces overheating weapons, shorten the cooling time? That's not too bad either. Loads of options here. The single tree as well, I could use this. I've got loads of single target abilities. There you go, 3% damage for single target ranged. I could go with every one hit kill restores 10% of your maximum hit points, also pretty good. I mean, there's so many options. I think this one is probably what I should go towards. That's what I feel is currently probably the best skill available to me, although there are also some really good inoculator ones. Minus heat on inoculator activation, really good. Inoculators heal more is really good. I don't know how that's going to work with the Psyker. I'm presuming that spending warp heat does not heal you. That would make no sense. Otherwise you just heal yourself all the time. If it does, that's amazing. 20% heat cost to one ability in particular would be really good on the ability that I'm spamming loads if I didn't want to do lots of heat. And on the subject of heat, let's just explain why I'm constantly overheating. Plus 20% damage. That's why. It's all about that damage. It's all about that damage. In terms of other perks, I have no idea what I'm going to go for. I've got to get all the way to 40 to get another. Now, in terms of what I'm working towards here, this is kind of what I'm thinking. Let's get loads of health, loads of resistance, make myself as tanky as I can against the warp, and make sure I take no damage from using spells when over 75% maximum warp heat. Pretty damn useful, although the one at the bottom is still kind of useful too. Well, it does give you more maximum warp though, which kind of isn't what I want, because having maximum warp makes it harder to get maximum warp. Although each negative anomaly has a 20% chance to become a positive one, is kind of cool. Not entirely sure what to do with this, really. I mean, there's so many damn options right now. So many damn options. In terms of builds, what I'm kind of thinking is I need to make use of the offhand spec here. Something I've not been doing is I need to just simply get a staff, a good staff, slap that there, go down here, and then when I come to one of those boss fights, what I need to have on my second weapon set here, yeah, this is the second one, is I need to have something like Divine Shot, which is a buff that lasts for 15 seconds, and the next hit you do does plus 70% damage. I can use that with one of my aimed shots for my pistol, well, the number one ability, and that's still going to give me a nice damage spike. It's a pretty cool ability, and this one's really confusing. The first hit on the enemy provides plus 70% damage bonus for 15 seconds. The way that is phrased is completely misleading. It gives you one single shot that does plus 70% damage. However, that buff lasts on your weapon for 15 seconds, but as soon as you use it, the buff is gone. That does not give you a damage bonus for 15 seconds. Yeah, really confusing. Took me a while to figure out what it actually does. That's what it does. Not as good as you think. But I could even sort of switch over and I could stick on precognitive dodge. So I could swap over, activate precognitive dodge, and then swap again. And that's something I really need to test. Can I actually apply all of these buffs to myself? What else could I use? Something else that would be useful? Warp speed would be incredibly good. If I could just spam all of these on myself and then swap over, that would be cool. Bearing in mind some of these can last, I mean that's 15, that's not too long, but that's 20 seconds and you could increase that quite easily to 30 seconds with the duration buff. Yeah, they will be on cooldown when you swap, but will they be... I mean, I guess actually 20-second cooldown. But the thing is I can be using these and then swap, and then it doesn't even matter if the others are on cooldown, because these are kind of really good. I mean, you could probably work this into a build though, where you go for the cooldown reduction when swapping weapons. That could be really, really good. You can get it down to like 25%. Maybe that's something you could think about with this. I'm not entirely sure. I need to play around and see if that's actually something that's viable, or if it's just something I'm being ridiculous. Guys, I've got one skill point to spend. I'm going to slap it here and move towards that. And I'm actually going to get to sleep now, because I've gone to the point where my energy's just dipped, and I need to do a little bit of work before going to bed. So I'm going to see you tomorrow, playing in the game though. And I hope you've enjoyed the stream. Remember, remember, subscribe, all of that stuff. Shout out to the Patreons once again. I think the link for it's down in the description somewhere. And I'll see you guys round. Remember, the interview will be coming on Wednesday. Really, really looking forward to giving you guys this information, because there's so much to talk about with this game. Again, just to give you a little bit of a teaser, we're going to talk about the retinue. We're going to talk about the schedule of the remaining content. We're going to talk about the season. We're going to talk about the end game content. We're going to be talking about some stuff that's never been talked about before, but I don't think we can talk about it now. So it's something to look forward to, guys. I'll see you tomorrow in the game. Take care.